rice and some spinach, okay? So let me show you what ingredients you're going to need. So you're going to need some basmati rice. So basmati rice. You're going to need some ground turmeric. Ground turmeric. Oh, that's not ground turmeric. I ain't got my glasses on, I can't see. Ground turmeric. Okay, you're going to need some lamb mince. So I'm going to use lamb mince. Okay, I'll read the comments in a second, guys. You're going to need an onion. So white onion. You're going to need some red chilies, or I instead of using red chilies, because they can be quite expensive. I'm going to use chili powder. Okay, chili powder. Garlic clove. So I've got some fresh garlic here. Let's get this garlic out of here, and then I'll read the comments in a second. So fresh garlic. Okay. Oops. I've just put some water on to boil because I need to do the lentils and the lentils, yeah. So we're going to use these ones. Now there's loads of different types of lentils. I've decided to use red split lentils because these are the only sort of lentils that you don't need to soak overnight. So they're pretty quick to boil, and they're quite tasty as well. I think you might call for green lentils, but I'm going to use red lentils, okay? We're going to need some North Indian style curry powder. Now this is where I'm going to be using some of the Turkish spices that I got. So what I did was when I went to Turkey, I bought a load of spices. I put them in a box. Yes, I've had them a while, but spices don't tend to lose their flavour. In fact, they actually they enhance in flavour, I believe, the longer you leave them. So as long as they're packaged correctly. So I'm going to use this curry powder. So we're going to see what this tastes like. I think I used it before once, and it was quite nice. So we're going to use that. You want some tomato passata. If I can grab this. I've not got my contact lens in because it was itching my eyes yesterday, and wore them this morning, and then I took them out because I think I need some new ones. That's the reason why. Plus, I'm a little tired. So tomato passata, we're going to use that, and then you're going to need some chicken stock powder, which I've got a cube. Okay, and then you need some spinach. So let me just grab the spinach. So I'm going to use the spinach that I had from Friday. Do you remember? I can find it in here. So I'm just going to. So we're just going to use up the spinach that I had from Friday. So let me put my glasses on a second so I can try and read some of these comments. Let's see who's on. So, hey Rick, good to see you. Thanks for coming in. And hello Melanie, lovely to see you. Yeah, these are my glasses. You've seen me wear these before. So yeah, I need to get some new glasses really because I've had these a long time. So Melanie says Facebook said I've violated their community code and not posted anything. That's strange. I know I had a message come up on my phone and it said WhatsApp, Instagram and Facebook were all down and it was affecting millions of people around the world. So I guess that's a reason to come on to Haps, isn't it, guys? What do you think? I think it's a good reason to come on to Haps. So I'm going to spin you down anyway. Let's get started. As I say, I need to get the lentils on immediately. So let's spin you down. Whoops. Remember, I can have you wherever I want you now. So there are all the ingredients. If you want to take a snapshot and do this recipe at home. There we go. Oh, nearly burned myself then. WhatsApp is down right now for me, is it? Yeah, so it's definitely a Facebook thing. So maybe there's an issue there, Melanie. You know, like maybe I don't know. Okay, so first of all, we're going to do is I want to cook my lentils first. Now it says a carton of lentils, but I don't know how much a carton is usually. So let's just open this up. And we need to get this simmering. So these are the red split lentils. So thank you all that came into the quiz this morning. If you've not seen it, go and watch it back. It was a pretty good quiz actually, wasn't it? I thought it was a pretty good quiz this morning. So I'm just going to put oh, I've not even switched this on. Oh, it is on. It is on. So you know exactly. That was 5 grams there. So I reckon about 50, or maybe a little bit more. Just maybe 100. Let's go for 100. So I would say 100 grams of lentils. That's enough for me. Oops, they're all falling everywhere. It was good, wasn't it? So I'm going to put these 100 grams of lentils, red split lentils, into a saucepan. It's starting to simmer. Okay, I'm going to get them on because they need to take about 10 minutes. So, and then what we need to do is bring a large saucepan of water to the boil with some salt for the rice. So let's weigh out the rice first. In fact, let's not use that. Let's get another sauce dish. So I'm just going to put this on. Okay, I'm just going to weigh out the rice. Okay. It was really Marcia. She sent. Well, what we did this morning was we allowed people to double their points, and it was nice that Marcia sent an award. Sent an award for points. Well, I think it was for the game anyway. And I not doubled the points, but did for Dina because it's Dina's birthday today. So happy birthday, Dina, again if you're watching this. And yeah, the winner was Melanie. Melanie was the winner today. So I think she was on 160, I think, wasn't it? Okay. All right, Melanie, no worries. All right, let me pop the rice in. So the rice you need. Let me turn this back over so I know exactly what the measurements are. You need 150 grams. So you want 150 grams of basmati rice. Now I do actually have brown rice, which I could have used, but so I always make a lot of rice. So maybe I should only. I think I'm only going to do 100. Even though it says 150, I find that I always make too much rice. That's a good question. Let me know in the chat. What is a type of food that you make too much of? Whenever you make it, you always do too much of. I think for me also is Yorkshire puddings because I have so much batter that I always cook them, and then I've got loads, and then I end up eating them for days. Let me know in the chat if there's a food. So there's the rice. Now I need the lentils to simmer first before I can. I don't want to have to get another saucepan out, so I'm just going to pop them to one side. Okay. And then next thing we're going to do is, but that can wait because it only takes 12 minutes for rice. So we'll come back to that step. So we're going to heat a frying pan. So let me just get this heated up, and we're going to get the lamb mince on. So let me just try and make some space in here. So this is the lamb mince that I'm going to use. So hey Mary, good to see you. If Rick says I eat so much that I never make too much. All right, that's a good answer actually. That's a good answer. I don't think I need to weigh anything else out. No, I don't. So I'll put my scales away, and I'm going to just spin you round. So move that out of the way. I'm going to put the light on so you can see. It's a bit dark, isn't it? Okay, Melanie, that's fine. Oh, they're not ready yet. Okay, so we're just going to heat this up, this pan. We're going to the amount of lamb mince you need. Remember, I'm only making for 2 portions, but I sometimes find I do make too much of one thing. But again, if you're not going to, unless you've got something maybe planned for the next day, like also if you've probably noticed the date on there, it's just because they've been in the freezer. I always freeze the meat and then take it out when I need it. As long as you use it within, I usually say they say 6 months, but usually it's eaten within 1 month, let alone 6 months. And then I've never put it back in the freezer if you've put stuff in the freezer. So if it's defrosted, don't ever then put it back in the freezer, okay? I'm just going to put a lid over my lentils, let them simmer a bit quicker. But they will go quite mushy very quickly, so just keep an eye on them. Right, so regarding the lamb mince, you want 200 grams. Okay, but it depends on if you want more. I think I'm gonna use half of it, which is 250. Okay, so I'm gonna use, and then I can make some lamb burgers maybe tomorrow or something. So let me get this meat on. So as you see, it comes in a pack. You can actually get lamb mince now in the States. So if you're watching in the US, you can actually buy lamb mince now from this exact meat. You can buy it from your supermarket. So check out in your supermarket. You'll be able to buy British lamb. And I think it's one of the best. So you can go and make this recipe. Okay, so we take half of this, and I can use the rest for burgers. We're going to pop it into our dish. It's very light. I think it's because it's been at room temperature most of the day. So pop that in your dish. Let's add a little bit more. I'm just going to let that simmer away a little bit more. I do love a lamb curry. Let me know what your favourite type of curry is. Okay, wash my hands. Okay, the pan is definitely on, everyone. Just it takes a while to heat up. Okay, I'll try and read some of the comments as well. Hi Alexa, it's good to see you. Oh yeah, a jackfruit curry, yeah. I still need to try jackfruit. I need to go into Leeds and go to the market, Kirkgate Market, and they will probably sell jackfruit. So I definitely need to try that. Right, I'm going to put the rest of this in the fridge so it's out of the way. I've got space. Okay, so we're going to let this simmer, it says. Take out this ingredients list. You can see it there in the background. But so heat a large frying pan on high heat, no oil. When the pan is hot, add the lamb mince and cook until it's browned, using a wooden spoon to break it up to 5 to 6 minutes. The mince is cooked when it's no longer pink in the middle. Meanwhile, half and peel and chop the onion into small pieces. So let's spin this round. Okay, I'll spin you back round as well so you can see kind of both things going on. Yeah, Facebook's down and Messenger's down. Everything's down. Well, Hats wasn't working. If you had a pre-event, the pre-event didn't work. So maybe it's something to do with like the cloud-based systems or something. I don't know. But I had to create a new broadcast. So that's how I managed to get on. But there are people live streaming at the minute. So it's just if you had a pre-event and you click on it to go live, it just said timed out. That's what used to happen because of the signal issues. And I thought that can't be right because I've got broadband, so it's not that. So it's not Hap's issue. It's something to do with probably their network or something. That they must use a private network, which I think a lot of apps use, don't they? They all link up. So anyway, let's cut the onion. Let me grab a knife. I bet you all missed me this weekend, didn't you? Cooking. I bet you thought, I need to watch Hayden. I haven't seen him for ages. Not cooking anyway. What was the last one I made? Can anyone remember? So, I'll take a nice white onion. Can you all see that, everyone? No. I always check anyway, just to double check if anyone's still live, if anyone's live streaming. This is a really good onion. Look at this. So, Alexis, what's your favourite curry? I mean, to be honest with you, I actually just like a korma. It sounds so boring, but I do just like a korma. A really nice, creamy coconut korma curry is my favourite. Because I know Alexis likes Thai food. So, what we should do, Alexis, me and you, we should go on a road trip and go to Thailand. What do you reckon? Right, let me just cut this up. I need my dicer. Actually, no, I'm not going to use... Do you know something? I'm actually not going to use the dice. I'm actually going to do it professionally, look. So, slice it up like the olden days. Handmade. And Alexis is going to tell me off for using my knife the wrong way. But I wouldn't have it any other way. This is a sharp knife. You forget how sharp this knife is. Probably should have sliced it a little bit thinner, but that's fine, that's fine. There we go, look. I forgot that I can actually cut up onions. There we go. So you cut up your onions, peel and chop the onion into small pieces, it says. Maybe I should have used the dicer after all. Oh dear, never mind. Let's just cut them up into small pieces. Okay, we're just going to cut it up like that. There we go. And the reason we cut it into small pieces is so it all cooks evenly. But saying that, I really like an onion gravy, so whenever I do an onion gravy, I always have giant pieces of onion. So there's our onion pieces, guys. Not the best, but still. Alexis says, Rick, haven't seen you broadcast. I hope you are well and enjoying the break. And Melanie says, I do a Caribbean sausage casserole too. That sounds nice, Melanie. So just chop your onions up. Let's go back. Can you all see that, guys? It's a bit dark in here, isn't it? Maybe it's my shadow, I don't know. Can you all see that? Let me just stir this up. Just let the meat cook. So yeah, don't forget I won't be on. Well, I might come live next week cooking once in the caravan, but I don't know if I'm going to be cooking in the caravan yet. I probably will be. Probably will do something. What'll probably happen is I'll probably be in the caravan, and my parents will probably go out for the day somewhere, because you don't always want to be with your parents all the time. So if I have a day off, I'll show you around like Filey or somewhere, and then we can come back to the caravan and I'll probably cook them tea or something, and that'll be their incentive to say, you go out, you go and do something for the day, and when you get back there'll be a nice meal waiting for you. So a little treat, and that way I can cook in the peace, because it's nice to you cook in the kitchen on your own anyway, but it's nice to be able to cook on your own rather than being you won't want my parents coming in the broadcast, and well, maybe you do want to, because I remember, was it Anne? I think it was Anne that went on holiday on a caravan, and her mum were cooking as well, but you never know. So that's cooking nicely. Okay, so what we're going to do next then, once the lamb is browned, stir the onion into the pan and cook, stirring until the onion is softened for 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, can you all see that okay, guys? It's really dark tonight, isn't it? It's really dark tonight. So you want this to be browned, it says. There is some juices coming off, so what I'm going to do, just drizzle that to the bottom. I'm going to get some kitchen roll. This is a tip Alexis told me about. I think it's great. Obviously you want your meat to be cooked in some juices, but you don't always want that fat. So get a paper towel. Do you have a light under the store then? There is a light up here, but it's not working at the minute. So, but I can put this light on. Is that a bit better? There we go. I put the light on the tripod. That's a bit better, isn't it? Exactly, yeah. So just get your fat. Take your paper towel. Oh my god, that's loads. It's going to be very hot, so just you've got to be so careful. Put that in the sink so it's not. Don't put it straight into the bin. Otherwise, don't pour it down the sink. That's what I was meant to say. If you were to do that, Andy's a plumber, so you can pour oil down the sink, but you have to run very hot water down it. But they don't recommend it. Use a paper towel, let it cool down, then throw it in the bin. Because that's the number one thing that people find in the sewers is oil. Hear about the oil spill as well in California. It's oil and sanitary towels and stuff like that. So there we go. That's a lot better now, isn't it? So we're just going to brown that off. It smells so good. So don't worry, Alexis. That's fine. Alexis says no change. But for the light, let me just bring you forward a bit. Oh, this tripod doesn't go any further down. That's a bit better. I think the lentils might be done, guys. So I'm just going to drain the lentils off, pop them into a dish. And then I can put the rice on. So these are the lentils. So I'm just going to pass them through a sieve. very, very hot. I'm just going to brown it off and then I'll add the onions. In fact, let's add the onions in now. So add your onions. So mix that in with the lamb. I'm going to put the onions. Add the onions to the lamb. I'm going to take the lentils and put them into a dish. I'm actually going to just add my rice now in and start to simmer the rice. So add the hot water to the, put that on the hob. Add your rice and then let that simmer. I'd always use hot boiling water as well. I'm going to add some salt to my rice. I love the smell of lamb and onions. Put some salt in with the rice. Yeah, it's still on, so that's fine. Okay, I'll try and read some comments. Your neighbour's daughter has poured chip fat down the sink, hot chip fat, and it melted all the pie wet. Yeah, she probably didn't. Did she not run the hot water? But yeah, don't ever do that. I would not advise doing that. Right, let me put this steamer on top of the rice so it cooks a bit quicker. Okay, let's get my dish. Just bring you down just a second so you can see what I'm doing. So that's the lentils there. You see how they've softened? So it depends on what sort of lentils you use. As I say, these lentils are red split lentils, and they're good for stews and soups and things. But they are soft, much softer, so they do cook a lot quicker. Okay, I'll bring you back down over here. She didn't know that she made chips well. Her mum was like, oh dear. Oh yeah. Yeah, not good. So what I'm doing is just doing a circular motion in the pan, just to stop anything from sticking to the pan. I'm getting a hit of them onions in my eyes now as well. So, it smells really good already, guys, though. So cook until it's softened for 3 to 4 minutes. While the onion cooks, half the chilli. So if you're using proper chilies, you want to half the chilli, de-seed and finely chop. You want some garlic. Once the onion is softened, add the curry powder, the garlic, the chili powder or chilies, and turmeric. Oh, we've got some turmeric. We're going to add some turmeric as well to when it starts to boil, add the rice and some turmeric into the rice and cook for 12 minutes. So I'm going to add some turmeric now to my rice. So this is turmeric, great health benefits. So add some turmeric to my rice. You want about a teaspoon, I reckon. 1 second, it's a bit stuck. I can't seem to get it out, so that happens. Just get a spoon. Keep stirring this. Ooh, it's got a kick to it already. It's getting my eyes. That's the problem. So just going to add a teaspoon to my, a quarter of a teaspoon. No, sorry, half a teaspoon to my the rice. Okay, put a lid over it. Right, now we're going to add some garlic. So take your fresh garlic. She didn't know that she made chips. Oh yeah, yeah. Let's get the garlic. So remember, guys, you can share this broadcast. Share, sponsor, subscribe, share, sponsor, or send awards from Haps. If you're watching me on Twitter or YouTube, make sure to come on to Haps, HAPPS.tv. Okay. So make sure to give me a follow. You can like this broadcast as well. If you, I can't seem to get the garlic off. There we go, I've got it at last. So I like to use lots of garlic. I find that I only use one garlic and it's never enough. So use at least 3 cloves of garlic. And it's really, really good for you as well. So you're going to get your garlic. Once the onions have softened, they are slowly. Oh, they smell really good. The flavours are the start of like a shepherd's pie, but we're doing curry. So add your garlic, mix all that in. Let's add another clove. Perhaps we'll just go with 2. Push this in. If you don't have a garlic press, definitely invest in a garlic press. Because it's the start of cooking fresh meals. As soon as you have a garlic press, that's it. You want to use it in dishes and it's just so much easier. Let me just turn this pan down a minute. So we have the garlic. Okay. Can you all see this, everyone? Right, next thing we're going to do is add in some curry powder. So I'm just going to go with a teaspoon of curry powder. And as I say, this is curry powder that I got from Turkey. Where's my scissors gone? Yeah. So this is the curry powder. It's called Kori, and it's from Turkey. So add in the curry powder. I'm going to add, oh, I've already put a bit in it. So add 1 teaspoon curry powder. We've added the garlic. And we're going to add some chili powder as well. You don't want too much. Just remember, right, mix all that in. It smells really good. And then we're going to add some turmeric. This is what gives it its colour. There we go. I'm going to mix all that in. Can you see the colour, how it's changing colour already? Can you all see that? And just let it cook for 1 minute. Then we're going to add in some passata and some water. So the amount of water I need is 100 millilitres. So 100 millilitres. So just let all that flavour come together. I'm getting a really strong kick. I've just opened a window because the onions are getting in my eyes. It smells like a curry house in here right now. Wow, that's strong. That flavour is so strong. I've just been watching videos about Turkey as well, and the Turkish markets, which is great for getting all your spices and things. But yeah, let's look at that colour. What do we think? Right, so let's add in the passata. Add in the water first of all. Let them burn my pan, and it'll pick up all them flavours as well off the bottom as it sizzles. Look at that, guys. Okay. So let's add in the passata. Can you all see that? You've got it's like that Caribbean stuff, isn't it? I remember you showing us, Melanie. Add your passata. Mix all that in. Oh wow, this smells so good. And this is the sort of pan you want for curries and recipes like this. So mix all that in. Oh, this smells so good. So tomato passata. I think it was 35 pence from Aldi. So this meal in total probably, you know, is so healthy for you. But all your basic ingredients is your lamb, your onions, your lentils, your tomatoes, you know, and everything else, your rice. Really, really cheap. It's a cheap meal, but it's your spices. If you've got, you know, your spices are going to last you a few years. Well, a few months, sorry. Not, well, they can last up to 2 years, I think. So if you're watching this, and we're doing actually a spice hap Saturday next month in November, so I might do this again actually. So get your spices in. You know, I highly advise getting your turmeric, your chili powders, garam masala, cumin, you know, those spices, or taste buds if you're in the US. Get that from Alexis. So this looks really good. Right, now we're going to add in. Oh, I forgot to put the stock powder in. Add your stock powder. It's powdered. This is chicken stock powder. So add that in. I just break it in and add it slowly. Sometimes you get a kick in one part of the stew and not in the other. So I'll just slowly mix that in. Oh, it smells so good. So I'll mix all that in. And then we're also going to add now our lentils. So add the lentils in. Remember, these are already mushed lentils. Depending on what sort of lentils you like to use. So I already pre-boiled these, remember. Just look at that already, look how different that is. It smells so good. Let's turn it up just a bit. Okay, now I need to put, I've got some naan breads as well that I'm going to put on. So let me just grab these a second. Sorry everybody. Put that down there. Thanks Melanie. So I hope that you write these down, these recipes. As I say, they are HelloFresh recipes anyway, but I'm going to put the oven on because I'm going to put some naan breads. These are coriander, garlic and coriander naan breads. So just dampen them with a little bit of water and put them in the oven. While that heats up. Yeah, it will be a second, guys. So that's one. Okay, that's two. So get them in. You can put them on a low temperature because they don't need to be in long. I do like them nice and cooked. Okay. So as you can see the difference between red lentils and green lentils. But the green lentils just take forever to cook. So, you know, you don't even probably need to boil the red lentils first. You could just add them straight into the dish. But it depends on how hard you want them. So just mix all that up. And what we're going to do next is we're going to add some sugar. So we're going to add a little bit of sugar in here. So put some sugar in there, not too much. As if you're putting it over porridge. I think we need to do some porridge tomorrow. I love porridge oats with honey. Oh, yeah, that'd be nice. Let me know what you like with your porridge because I've got some honey. So just stir that in, add the sugar. We're just going to let this simmer for 4 to 5 minutes. And then what we're going to do is add in some spinach. So let's start to add in some of the spinach because it does wilt down. So just layer it on the top. Okay, I'll start to add this in slowly. You like maple syrup? Oh yeah, that sounds good, Melanie. So what do we think so far to this recipe? I've not made this for a long time. But I do find the more I do HelloFresh, well, not only the more I do it, the more I repeat the recipes, the more I'm just learning. Like, I see chefs on TV doing the same thing. And I'm like, yeah, you can do that. But then you could do this as well. So HelloFresh is not just about healthy food. It's like a course, a cooking course, because you're getting all the ingredients. Well, you do get all the ingredients, but then when you go and buy them yourself, you also work out that you can buy things much cheaper. You're cooking healthier food, and it's cheaper than a restaurant. So if you've never tried it before, see, that's a little tip I never knew about. Add your spinach and then put the curry over the top. It just helps it cook a lot quicker. So let's add some more spinach in. So just pop it in like that. Just on the top. Hi Dina, how are you doing? Happy birthday. How's your day going so far? So just fold it over. It's going to wilt down anyway. I'm doing a North Indian style lentil and lamb and lentil curry. Now, Melanie, Dina's vegan, so you maybe could swap ideas, recipes. If you've got a favourite substitute to meat, something that you like to use. So just let that simmer. This looks so good. Check on the rice. Oh yeah, the turmeric rice is looking good as well. And we're just going to add some salt and pepper now. I've got some more salt. I've actually got some pepper now. So add your salt in. I've got a new pepper, so just give me a second because this takes forever. To open. Yep. I think that's... Oh no, I always forget to take the lid off. I always forget to take the lid off. So add some pepper. Not too much. Sometimes they rip your hands off, don't they? So add your pepper in there. Give it a stir. And we're nearly done. Just waiting for the rice. It'll start to serve up in a second. A little bit more spinach. Use it up. So, not Melanie, Dina, have you had a meal or anything yet? Are you going for a nice meal for lunch? Oh, Dina, you're going to have to send me the link to that as well. I'll be definitely up for doing some recipes. So this kind of goes back to like meals on a budget. You know, you can do meals on a budget. You know, obviously it might be cheaper in some countries, it might be more expensive in other countries. But usually curries don't actually cost a lot. But maybe you could make this up and sell it for maybe 20 quid. A lot of curry places will sell a thing like this for a... So it is healthy. If you take out the lamb, you know, obviously you can make it vegan, and the chicken stock as well. But that's basically it. We're nearly finished. It's nearly done. I'm trying to make some space in my sink, so I don't get all turmeric everywhere, because turmeric can be quite messy. Second egg. Then I'll serve her in a second. So as soon as I empty my turmeric rice, I always wash the sink down. Tofu, yeah. I've heard of tofu a lot. So this is nearly done. Let's have a little taste, because I've not tasted it yet. It could blow my head off this because of the curry powder. Let's have a little taste. You could even add maybe potato in this. So let's have a little taste. Cheers, everybody. Here we go. Ooh, that is good. It is quite strong. Oh, that's really nice. Mmm. It's quite tomatoey because it's got the tomatoes in there. Maybe you weren't meant to use too much passata. Let me just check. I put in 1 carton. Yeah, it's fine. No, that's right. That it's nice with the curry powder though. Maybe I could have done with an extra teaspoon of curry powder, but I didn't want to blow my head off. But that's nice. Right, I think we're ready to get rid of the rice now. So turn that off. Staining all my. Just show you. Let's bring you back a second. So here is the turmeric rice. Let me just empty it. Just quickly rinse it down because it will stain my thing. Here's the turmeric rice. Look at the colour on that, everyone. What do we think? So, look at the colour on this. Let me just switch this round. Look, I want to show you the colour. I've got my glasses on, guys. 1 second. Look at this. Look at the colour on it. Oh, spoons. Oh, it's very hot. Thanks, Dina. So ready to serve. And there's the turmeric rice. Let me turn this off because it's all cooked. So switch the camera around. Oops. Right, so I'm just going to wipe this board down because I've got... It's going to go all yellow otherwise. I don't want yellow board. Also can stain your hands as well and other things. Right, so I've turned that off. Give that a mix. It should be fine because it's already cooking. And we're going to put this on a plate. So we're going to get 2 plates. So first thing is to divide. I don't think I've missed a step. Divide the turmeric rice between the bowls and then top with the curry on top with the remaining chilies if you want to add chilies. So I'm going to grab a spoon. Put my rice on first. That's one. Do the other one. So it's really, really easy to do, I think. There's a lot of people out there that don't like to cook, but look how easy that was. It doesn't take long. If you've got the right spices, and I understand they can be quite expensive, but it is worth it. You know, I think when you know exactly what recipes you can do, it's the spices that add the flavour, that make a dish that extra special. Right, let's add some of this on. Can you all see this, everyone? Let me just turn this light off a second because it's quite bright. Is that better? Or is that worse? I'm going to have to turn it off. So I'm going to add the curry on here. Like this. There's loads here. There we go. Look at that, guys. Can you all see that? Add it to the other plate. Remove that spoon. And then, so 2 spoonfuls is enough. Oh yes. And then finally, I'm just going to add these naan breads that have been in the oven. It should be done. Let me just turn this off. Move it to the side. It's extremely hot. But that can be like kept in a box, so you could freeze it because it's now cooked, and then defrost it, and then have it another day with some rice. So there's your base. Right, let's get these out. Oh yeah, these are looking perfect. I'm going to finish it off with a naan bread on the side. It's very, very hot, this. So that doesn't need to be in there very long. And there we have it, everyone. So thank you so much for coming in to watch this. It's your time. I'm going to post a picture on Instagram. Hopefully, once I do it, well, I'll post it once I can get onto Instagram. So there it is, everybody. That is my North Indian curry with lentils, lamb, and turmeric rice, and then we've got the coriander naan on the side. So yeah, apart from the lamb, I know, but you could easily do this, Melanie, without the lamb. So thank you for coming in, everyone. I shall see you next time. Possibly tomorrow we'll be doing it's lentils again, but I'm going to be doing maybe chicken thighs. I'm not quite sure yet. So I shall see you then, everyone. Have a really great day, and I shall see you next time. So have a great birthday, Dina. Take care, everyone. Bye.